The radio station is FM 94.9. It's Jeremy broadcasting live from our Coachella oasis away from the field. It's we have Hillary with us and the guys from Broken Bells. We have Brian and James. Welcome.
Hello. Thank you.
So far, you Desert Air been treating you well?
Yeah, so far so good.
It's good to have you here. The last time I saw you guys, you were just launching the last album, and you, Brian, gave me the scare of my life because I actually had to mix a song live while you listened to my mix and play the keyboards.
Oh, that wasn't too bad. Right?
I'm sure you would have said something, but still, when you have one of the world's foremost producers listening to your mix of his song, it's like, that's kind of a tense moment.
I was just waiting to see if I messed up. That's all. That's what I usually do.
You weren't judging him the whole time?
No, I was just making sure I didn't mess up. Yeah, just make it look cool.
It's actually good to know that when you're in that zone, you're not thinking about production, you're thinking about your own performance.
Yeah, I'm not much of a performer, so I tried to
concentrate.
Yeah, I had to concentrate really hard. Yeah.
You're not much of a performer? Is that what you just said? Yeah.
No.
Are you?
He's good. He's humble.
I'm getting into it now. I'm up there playing more instruments now. Just I switched to the easiest instrument for each song, and so I do it that way now. So it's a lot easier.
Is
less
it
pressure?
Like you just don't really like being on stage as much as you kind of like doing the behind the scenes stuff, or?
Yeah, it's no pressure when you're in a studio,
Sure.
but in front of a bunch of people, it can be weird. Like this is in front of a bunch of people, and it's a little weird.
Yeah.
But, if it was up to me, it would just be like maybe 3-4 people.
Right.
All right, everybody out!
Speaking of being in the studio, like you guys are both so good at what you do and so prolific. So when you come together in the studio, I mean, you guys must work well together, I'm assuming, since you're still doing this, because is there ever any like butting heads because you got, like who's the bigger perfectionist, I guess?
I don't know.
That's hard to say. We don't butt heads though. We only have one rule, which is that if one of us doesn't like it, then we don't use it. We don't campaign for our ideas. If one of us doesn't like it, it's gone. And we just come up with something.
And then you can move on.
Yeah. So we've never had to deal with it. So no, I mean, I'm actually get embarrassed if I like, hey, what do you think of this? And he doesn't like it. I'm not going to try to get him to like it. I'm like, no, I was just kidding. I wasn't really going to use that. You thought that was for real? That's not for real. That was just a joke. So
it's interesting, but I imagine that makes it easier because you have that understanding and you can just move on.
It's
right?
much easier. Yeah.
Do you guys record together in the same studio, or are you like emailing files back and forth? How does it go?
I fly down from Portland and we go into the studio, and Brian's got a nice place, and we just start writing and recording together.
Yeah. We just drive there. We get there. We don't have anything usually, and we just start turning instruments on, start recording. We have 2 engineers that record us, and we just start messing around. We don't come with demos or ideas for songs or anything like that. We just start messing around until we find some songs or song ideas or sounds or anything. Really,
it's anything. It could be just the sound
melodies.
of a weird keyboard thing or something.
Yeah.
How did that work conceptually for putting After the Disco together?
At the song?
Well, just the whole concept of the album.
Right.
It seems like one.
Same as the
fluid
first
thought.
record. We just kind of,
we stuck to the certain instruments. I stuck to the keyboards a lot
Yeah.
this time, so it had a different sound, I think. And we listened to, and then we talked about a few things, but
a lot more synth stuff on this record. But I mean, it's still the same process of just experimenting until you find something that's interesting, and you just start looping that so you can hear it back, and then you just kind of try and elaborate on it. It's very simple, actually.
everybody should do it.
Yeah.
Well, simple for somebody who's as creative as you guys
I don't
are.
know.
Yeah.
You stick Hillary or myself. I mean not Hillary. You stick me in a studio, and I'll sit there and just drool into the microphone for an hour before I.
Well, you just gotta get somebody good to sing. That's it. You're good.
There you go. We're here with Broken Bells on FM 94.9 live at Coachella. So then, being that that's the way that you do it, how long does it take? I mean, do you go into the studio and you just kind of stay there and keep going back every day until the record's done?
Yeah, I mean, we take the weekends off, but we usually just do kind of 9 to 5 hours, really, just kind of 8 hours a day kind of thing, and usually takes about 2 days to get a song, 2 to 3 days to get a song to where it just needs lyrics then, and then we move on. We do all the lyrics at the end, so then we just kind of do song after song after song. So two songs a week usually, and so.
It's 9 to 5 if 9 is 12:30.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
Let's be serious here. So have you ever had a point then when you were working on one of your records where you just needed a break, like you just needed to walk away for a little bit to kind of shake the cobwebs out or anything, or
I think
no?
that's what we use That's what we use Broken Bells for.
I mean, that's kind of how Broken Bells started.
Yeah, we just wanted it helps us get away from other stuff. There's no pressure. We don't have any thing like the first record we did. It wasn't on a label or anything. When we were finished with it, we said, we gave it to people and see who wanted it, but we weren't doing it because we were getting paid or because of. I mean, we wanted to get paid at the end, but I wasn't saying it like that. It's just that there was no pressure. There was no way it was supposed to sound. And because there was no real hit song on the first one, there was no real pressure to have another one this time. So we kind of went back and just did it again, just did a bunch of songs. And then when we had, what did we use, 11 this time? Then that's an album, and we kind of finished it.
I mean, that's so nice. I mean, it sounds like you really do it just because you really love working together.
Fun. It's fun working.
Wish we had more drama for you. Sorry about that.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Come on, just
Come on, we can
deep.
turn this into E News,
I don't
no
know.
problem.
I didn't think about that. We should have.
Well, you guys, thank you so much for your time. I know you guys you got a couple of other stops to make. Let's play something off the new record, and then let's do a live track from here in the Mud Hut. Brand new song called Control. It's Broken Bells. We broadcast live from Coachella. It's FM 94.9.
Thank you.